Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your holiday edition of Bleav in San Diego Baseball. My name is Alex Miniak alongside my co-host. He's back home. I'm back home too. He's Heath Bell, the three-time All-Star. Heath, welcome back from Mets fantasy camp. Something that's been burning in the back of my mind is, did you win the championship?
No, we got pretty close. We got to the
Ah.
championship game, and then Father Time kind of hit us. All of a sudden the guys looked really tired. And here's the thing: is we play at 9 o'clock in the morning and 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the championship game was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I think that was kind of our guys' bedtime. We got to the championship, but we lost, unfortunately. Yeah.
Well, you got guys that are in their 50s and 60s playing 2 games a day.
Most of the guys were in their 60s, but
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, 60s, maybe 70s. We'll up that a decade. And 2 games a day. Yeah, that's
Eight,
tough. I don't think I
yeah,
could do 1 game a day.
eight, eight games, 8 games in 4 days.
Yeah, that's a lot. Well, congratulations on making it to the championship game. Maybe next year in Port St. Lucie, you can hang the banner for the Ho Ho Hojos or whatever your team name was.
Yeah, it'd be a good time. If me and Hojo have actually never won a championship, and I think I've been doing it for about 8 years, and Hojo's been doing it for about 12 years, and that was actually our first time getting to the championship, both of us. And we're not always coaching together, so it was interesting. And here's a tidbit: the second week, Hojo's team did get to the championship and lost again.
Oh,
And I got to the game before the championship, and my shortstop that didn't make any errors all week made 2 errors.
oh.
That kind of, we gave up 5 runs in that inning, and we just couldn't come back, and we lost by 2.
Bummer, bummer.
But
But hey, you're
oh,
building towards something. Both you and Howard both. I expect big things from
thanks.
Mets Fantasy Camp in 2026.
But Padres have a fantasy camp in January, and I plan on taking the banner then.
Okay, all right. I'm going to hold you to it, but I believe in you. You have my faith and the
Yeah.
faith of every Bleav in San Diego baseball listener. Well, something sad happened while we were both gone. I was in Florida for a few days. You were in Florida for a couple weeks. Franchise icon Randy Jones passed away last Tuesday at the age of 75. You could say that he was truly the first Padres homegrown superstar. The crafty lefty in 1975 was the Padres' first 20-game winner. In 1976, he won 22, earning the Cy Young Award. He pitched slow. He rarely got up into the mid 80s. Most of those could barely touch 80. But you know what? He worked quick. He once pitched an 89-minute complete game in 1977 against the Philadelphia Phillies. 43 complete games over 75 and 76. And he is still the Padres leader in innings pitched, starts, complete games, and shutouts, and he finished his major league career with 100 wins. That is something.
Yeah, Randy was a good friend of mine. I loved talking to him about, when I was playing as a Padre. We would talk about old times and his times playing and the old time guys of the game. And I kept in touch with him over the years. And it's going to be a sad day when we go to Padre Fantasy Camp because he was kind of our commissioner and he's not going to be there now. It's going to be a little, we're going to miss him. But his legend's just going to keep on. And it's a sad day for the Padres, but he's in a better place right now, and I miss him dearly, but maybe one day I'll see him down the road.
You know, this one hit me. I knew Randy personally from probably just the same way you did, just seeing him around at team functions and developing a personal relationship with him. I just saw him last June at the Padres military all-star softball game. And I made it a point to get a picture with him because he was talking about moving to Tennessee in a year or two and settling down and dropping back a bit. And I'm like, Randy, before I forget, I want to grab a picture with you. And I am so glad I did. A lot of times I think when a franchise retires a number like the Padres did for number 35, I've always thought you have to be an extra special player. Team Hall of Famer, baseball Hall of Famer. Randy wasn't a baseball Hall of Famer, certainly a team Hall of Famer, but his story to me is more what he did after baseball as a community stalwart, a team ambassador, a barbecue man, a cancer survivor. I mean, his legacy is a lot longer than 75, 76, 77, and those years he was in a Padres uniform.
Yeah, he was just a great man in the community, just a great man all around, for the Randy Jones barbecue and all that. And I think a lot of people know him as, the barbecue guy. But he was always around, he's kind of like Peter Seidler. You just walk through the crowd and say hi to you and he'd remember you. And just, there's only a few good guys in this world, and he was definitely one of them.
I think of him as like an everyman superstar, super approachable.
Kind of like that grandfather next door that is just, helps out with everybody and everybody knows him and just always happy and just a great guy.
He was, and he'll certainly be missed at fantasy camp. He'll be missed around Petco Park. He'll be missed at our military all-star softball games. He'll be missed in the community and everything he's given back. I'll miss him throwing out a first pitch every now and then at Petco Park. I'll just miss seeing him in the dining room. I mean, these are all the little places, the elevators, the hallways, these are everywhere I saw Randy, and he was the most approachable, likable man that I probably ever met in the game, and that is a testament to him. That is something I will certainly remember. That will be his legacy in my mind, and I'll always smile. I won't be sad whenever I hear about Randy Jones or I pass by a Randy Jones barbecue stand on the concourse. I'll always smile because I had the honor of knowing him and knowing him on a personal level.
Yeah, it's just I don't think anybody has anything bad to say about Randy, and he'll be in the Petco walls for years to come. Even though he didn't play in Petco, he was a presence, in the stands, up top, behind the scenes. He'll be missed, and he'll probably live on in at Petco Park for years to come.
No doubt. We have some new coaches to report. The Athletic is actually reporting that the Padres have a new bench coach, Randy Knorr. Now, here's some experience on the bench for first-year manager Craig Stammen. He is the former Nationals bench coach. He was actually the Nats bullpen coach when Stammen was in Washington. Former bench coach Brian Esposito has now moved upstairs in a special assistant role, again, according to the Athletic. So a little experience there. A known commodity to Craig Stammen, so to speak.
Yeah, I think it'll help Craig a little bit because a bench coach is kind of the backup manager, and what better bench coach to be than ex bullpen mate? Even though he was your coach, any bullpen coach down there with the pitchers down there, or even a bullpen catcher, you kind of feel like you're all on the same team and all same family. So everybody down there is really good friends. So I think it's a good hire for the Padres.
Yeah, if you have a rookie manager to pair him with someone experienced, and then again, not just experience, but someone you've
Yeah,
worked with, and you've been in the
trust is
bullpen, and you've been in the bullpen with for many, 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 many hours, for many, 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 many games. I think that's a good asset for Craig Stammen. New hitting coach also reportedly hired a 36-year-old Steven Souza Jr., also a former Nat. He played 8 years with Washington, Tampa Bay, Arizona, and Seattle. He was a special advisor on hitting for the Rays last season. And most notable about Steven Souza Jr., and I thought about this when this came out, he was part of that 2014 trade that sent Trey Turner to Washington, sent Will Myers from Tampa Bay to San Diego, and Steven Souza was the piece that went from Washington to Tampa Bay. So he was a part of a three-way trade that definitely changed the trajectory for a couple of players in their careers for sure.
Yeah, it's just interesting, baseball guys, how, it's like 9 degrees of separation, how it all mix around. So it's good that, Craig's got a lot of people and the Padres have a lot of people that have a lot of history. So nothing bad's gonna come out of it. Only good things are gonna come out of it. So I feel like sometimes when you put a bunch of strangers together, it kind of takes a while to gel, or it takes a while to really trust everybody. Where if you kind of know everybody and everybody knows you, then it's a lot easier to kind of get on the same page really quick and go out and win some ball games.
I'm working basketball again this year with the University of San Diego, and the men's basketball squad has 14 new players. We're talking transfers, we're talking freshmen, we're talking kids coming back off a red shirt. And people keep asking me, well, how do you think the team is going to do? And you don't have an answer for it because it's so hard to gel. You're going to need an entire non-conference schedule before you hit conference schedule to know what you have. And I kind of equate that to a coaching staff or to a clubhouse as well, that the more you're familiar with who you put in the seat next to you, the better it's going to be. And you'll be able to ramp up quicker, you'll hit the ground running faster. Again, the familiarity, and you hit the word there, trust.
Yeah, if I ever became manager of a big league club, I would probably have some activities with all the coaches. Maybe go fishing with them, maybe go out to dinner a couple times, bring people over to the backyard, cook them dinner or something. But it would be something to build friendship, build the unity, build that trust with all of you, kind of know how everybody kind of works, this and that, so we could all be on the same page and everybody's fighting for the same thing, instead of, sometimes you have coaches that like, I should have got this job, or I can do a better job, or this and that. But if you have all the coaches going the same direction, a lot of good things can happen. And, I feel like that's what's going to happen with San Diego.
Steven Souza, again, 36 years old. He's not too far out of his playing career.
Young guy.
I mean, he was a 220 hitter. Obviously, that doesn't always mean you're going to be a good hitting coach or a bad hitting coach. But being so young, how do you get respect in the clubhouse?
It's just it's how you treat the guys. It's how you talk to the gentlemen out there, the players. You can have a teenager that you trust or somebody that you don't trust. I mean, it doesn't matter your age. I mean, here's the one thing is you're supposed to respect your elders. But if you have an elder that's not says one thing and does another, it's hard to trust them. It's all about how you talk to somebody, how you relate. Can they trust you? Can you trust them? And just building that relationship. I think it'll be fine, but it's about how you talk and how you walk and how you respond to what they say.
Relatable is certainly a good point there. Somebody who's played in the era you've played, I think that goes a long way in today's game. So we will see. And again, as more announcements come up, we'll bring them up here on Bleav in San Diego Baseball. Don't forget to follow us too. If you haven't yet, please do so. If you have, thank you very much. And also, if you could tell a friend, we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeart. Again, Bleav in San Diego Baseball. And don't forget, by the way, in our next segment, we're going to do a fan poll. We'll need your support at BleavinSD.com. That's our website, BleavinSD.com. And we will get to that fan poll coming up next here on Bleav in San Diego Baseball. Welcome back to Bleav in San Diego Baseball, the podcast. It's your host, Alex Miniak, alongside the three-time All-Star. He's my co-host. His name is Heath Bell. Heath Bell back from Florida, sporting that new holiday Walt Disney World t-shirt. I gotta like that. That's kind of nice. A little peppermint. It's feeling fresh.
Yep. I had to go to Disney World before I came home. So
you had to. You didn't
Yep.
even win. You didn't even win the championship, and you still went to Disney World.
It made me feel better. There you go.
Disney World always makes you feel better. Well, today is Black Friday. Lots of deals to be had out there. And I wanted to do a little hypothetical game here this week on the program and incorporate it into a fan poll. I was thinking free agents. I'm thinking free agents that the Padres need. And I'm thinking price is not an issue. So if you could get one of the top free agents, and I'll give you 5 hypothetical free agents, price not an issue, everyone's price to move, on sale, 50, 60, 70% off, who would you take? And these are the 5 that I picked. Kyle Schwarber.
That's a good one.
Cody Bellinger.
Okay.
Pete Alonso. Ranger Suarez, pitcher. And Framber Valdez, pitcher. So I picked a DH, 2 first basemen, and 2 starting pitchers. Again, what the Padres need. Out of all those guys are in their, I guess you would say, early 30s, 30, 30, 31, 30, 33, all in that range. So they're all even age-wise. They're all superstars in their own right, all stars. Who would you take? Who would you grab for that class for a low bargain price?
Normally people would think I'd probably go with the starting pitcher, but I'm going to go with Kyle Schwarber because, he doesn't hit for average, and he hit, 240 is it's kind of shocking that's his highest average, but he crushes, 40, 50, 60 home runs a year. And I think the Padres need a little bit of offense help. I think if he was in the lineup, hitting some home runs, I think Tatis and Manny and, Jackson Merrill would be hitting more home runs because they'd be jealous. He's hitting so many home runs that I got to start hitting some. So I would go with Kyle Schwarber if I could.
That's not bad. And you could bat him leadoff too, and he'll hit a leadoff home run for you. That might
Kyle
take
Schwarber, Tatis, and then Manny. It's a pretty good lineup right there.
Not horrible. Maybe Jackson Merrill 4. That's not a bad lineup at all. I think I would go Pete Alonso. One, I'm a little bit biased. He's a Florida Gator. I'm a Florida Gator. He looks great in blue and orange, but I do like him because, again, it gives us a little bit of pop at the plate. Dedicated first baseman, 38 home runs last year, 126 RBIs, an 871 OPS. Anything over 800 is good. When you're approaching 900, it's excellent. He had a great year last year, so I think that's a deal in itself. I'm going Pete Alonso there. What do you think of that pick?
Pete Alonso, I could see that. First baseman, the guy, if he stays with the Mets, he's probably going to have the home run record for the most home runs as a Met. So he hits a lot. He hits a home run derby. He wins a lot of home run derbies, makes the All-Star game almost every year. So he's one of the best first basemen out there, and it would be pretty great to have him with the Padre lineup.
Now, I'd love to see the polar bear in Padres pinstripes. You're just swapping blue pinstripes for brown pinstripes.
He's a good guy in the clubhouse and funny guy. So, yeah, it would be fun to have him. I think he'd mesh well with us.
Of course, this is all hypothetical, but, we'd like to know what you think as well. You can hit our fan poll at our website, Bleav in SD, BLEAVINSD.com. Again, Kyle Schwarber, Cody Bellinger, Pete Alonso, Ranger Suarez, Fromper Valdez are your 5 to pick from. Give us a vote. We'd love to check it out and see what you thought. Drop a comment there as well, and we'd love to hear all the opinions from our fans. So, Heath, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your holiday weekend. 'Tis the season, and I look forward to reconvening with you next week on the program. You got any big plans for the rest of this weekend?
Just watch a little football and maybe mow the grass.
Mow the grass. All right. Home chores. You've been gone for a couple weeks. That grass is getting long.
Yeah, I gotta clean up a little bit.
Heath Bell, all-star who mows his own grass. I don't even mow my own grass. Somebody else does it. So
I have my lawnmower and I weed whacker and edger and go at it.
You're a man of the people, Heath, and we will talk to you next week. Again, here on Bleav in San Diego Baseball.